1942, North Africa. The desert shimmered like gold under the relentless sun. Columns of tanks stretched across endless dunes. At the center of it all rode Field Marshal Erwin Rommel, the man the Allies called the Desert Fox. His tactics were lightning-fast: strike, vanish, deceive. He respected the enemy, treated prisoners with dignity, and despised brutality. Even his foes admired him. But the war was changing. Supplies were running low. Hitler demanded the impossible: no retreat, no surrender. Rommel studied the horizon through his binoculars, sand whipping against his uniform. "We fight not just an army," he said to his aide, "but arrogance itself." His men trusted him more than they trusted Berlin. To them, Rommel wasn't a Nazi. He was a soldier's general, the kind who led from the front, who shared their water and their fear. Yet even as the desert wind carried his name like a legend, Rommel knew one truth: Germany was losing. By 1944, Rommel was back in Europe, defending the Atlantic Wall from an Allied invasion he knew was inevitable. He'd seen the truth in Africa: Hitler's empire was doomed. When Rommel inspected the fortifications along Normandy, he shook his head. "It's not a wall," he said grimly. "It's a grave waiting to be filled." He urged Berlin to seek peace, to save what was left of Germany. Hitler ignored him. The SS listened, and they began to suspect the unthinkable: Rommel's loyalty was fatting. After the failed July 20 plot to assassinate Hitler, names were whispered, Rommel among them. Though he had never taken part in the plot, his sympathy for those who wanted the war to end made him dangerous. "They will come for me," he told his wife one evening, "but I will not run. I am still a German soldier." October 14, 1944. Two black cars arrived at Rommel's home in Herrlingen. Inside were two generals, bearing a message from Hitler himself. Rommel already knew what it meant. "My Führer demands your loyalty," one of them said quietly. "You are accused of treason." Rommel looked out the window toward his garden, where his son was playing. "And my punishment? You will be offered a choice," the officer said. "Suicide or trial before the People's Court." A trial meant disgrace, execution, reprisals against his family. Suicide meant silence, and the promise that his name would remain honored. He asked for time to say goodbye. Rommel stepped outside into the cool October air. He wore his uniform neatly, medals shining faintly in the morning light. He shook his son's hand and smiled. "My boy," he said softly, "in life a man must choose between honor and obedience. I choose honor." He entered the car, accompanied by the officers. It drove through the quiet countryside, past farms, trees, and the mist of a fatting autumn. When the car stopped near a clearing, they handed him a small glass vial: cyanide. "You know what must be done." Rommel nodded once. He removed his cap, looked at the sky, and whispered, "Germany will need men of truth, not monsters." Moments later, the officers drove away, leaving the hero who once commanded armies, now silent, dignified, and gone. News spread that Rommel had died of wounds from an air attack. It was a lie ordered by Hitler, but his soldiers knew. The people whispered, "The Desert Fox is dead." Even the Allies paused. Their old enemy had died with honor. Years later, declassified reports confirmed what the people had always believed. Rommel had chosen death over submission. His grave became a place of quiet pilgrimage, not for what he fought for, but for what he refused to become. He fought wars, one historian wrote, but his final battle was for his soul.